A husband ties his wife, son and daughter to the sofa, then pulls pillowcases over their heads. He grabs a long-barreled shotgun, then covers his own head as well. He begins spinning in place in the middle of the living room. His goal? To sacrifice the life of one member of his family. The first shot misses, shattering a table lamp. The second shot also goes wide, sending a painting crashing to the floor. This torment of waiting for death is far more terrifying than death itself. For the three bound hostages, every passing second is spent praying the bullet will not hit them, while silently begging it to strike someone else quickly. The gun fires again. This time, it hits his young son. Our protagonist Jack is a surgeon. His wife Lisa is an ophthalmologist who runs her own private clinic. The four of them live a comfortable, peaceful middle-class life. But lately, Jack has made a fatal mistake. A chronic alcoholic, he performed a heart surgery while intoxicated not long ago. A surgical error during the procedure resulted in the patient's death on the operating table. That patient was the father of 16-year-old Martin. No one else knows this medical malpractice was caused by Jack's error, but he is consumed by overwhelming guilt. To ease this burden, he regularly meets with Martin, showering him with gifts and money in the hopes of quieting his conscience. Martin never questions the reason behind Jack's kindness, and accepts everything he is offered without hesitation. One day, Jack specially invites Martin to his home for dinner. He lies to his wife, telling her Martin's father was a former patient of his who died in a car accident after making a full recovery. He claims he is only looking out for Martin because he feels sorry for the boy, who lost his father at such a young age. Lisa does not suspect a thing about her husband's story, and welcomes Martin warmly. Martin is incredibly polite and thoughtful. When he arrives, he brings flowers for Lisa, along with delicate small gifts for every member of the four-person family. The whole family takes an immediate liking to him. That night after Martin returns home, he calls Jack to thank him and his family for their hospitality. To return the kindness, Martin warmly invites Jack to his home for a visit. Without a second thought, Jack gladly accepts the invitation. After work the next day, Jack goes to Martin's house alone as promised. But once he steps inside, he realizes the visit may have been inappropriate. Since his father's death, Martin has lived alone with his mother. Jack cannot shake the feeling that being alone in a house with a newly widowed woman could spark rumors, so he is eager to leave as soon as dinner is over. But Martin and his mother insist he stay to watch a movie with them first. Jack tries to politely decline, but Martin brings up his late father, saying that watching movies together was the happiest time for their family of three. Overwhelmed by guilt, Jack has no choice but to agree. But minutes into the movie, Martin says he is too tired and heads to his bedroom. Once Martin is gone, his mother begins making explicit, suggestive advances toward Jack. Terrified, Jack flees the house in a panic. The next morning, Jack arrives at the hospital to find Martin waiting for him in his office. Martin speaks to him openly about what happened the night before. He explains that since his father's death, his mother has been desperately lonely. Martin wants Jack to divorce his wife and start a new family with his mother. That way, he says, his mother will no longer be lonely, and he will have a father figure again. Naturally, Jack refuses Martin's absurd request. He tells Martin he loves his wife and children deeply, has never considered betraying his family, and sternly demands